Hi, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all hit the notification bell. Make sure y'all follow me on social media. And welcome back to the channel. Now, start off the video. I know y'all see the story time, what this video is about, with this story time. But for some odd reason, y'all went crazy on the last video. The one with the, about me getting kicked out the wrestling team. But the crazy thing is, the one I dropped before that, how I wrote my teacher up, that video was way better to me personally. It was way funnier. It's more original. Like I said, I don't know how many videos and how many people say they wrote their teacher up, but I don't know. I'm gonna leave the link to that video in the description, so y'all go. If you watch this video, go check that one out first, or either watch this one in combat. But that's probably the most original, funniest, best several times I don't ever posted. Now, this one might top that because, like I said, you gotta get to the end of this one. But yeah, make sure y'all go check that video out. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, like I said again, and let's get started in the video. Now, as y'all can see, this is the video of how I got crazy, how I got caught selling candy. Now, disclaimer, I got caught selling. Well, I didn't get caught. I sold candy freshman year, sophomore year. But yeah, no, I sold candy freshman year. Held back my sophomore year, sold it my junior year, and sold it my senior year. Now, freshman year, basically I stopped selling candy because, yeah, one of my teachers, my fourth black teacher, she was a cool black teacher. My science teacher did terrible in her class, but she was a cool, nice black teacher, female, cool with everybody. I'm just saying black because, like I said, I'm from Alabama. I don't get too many black teachers. That's what I'm saying, and nothing racial or anything. I just can't believe it. But yeah, she basically pulled me to the side. She was like, I was selling candy for like, I sold for a pretty good while. It was probably about a good 2-3 months. And she finally just pulled me to the side. She was like, hey, I ain't trying to get you caught up. I don't want to snitch on you, but you can't sell it no more. I'm like, cool. I was like, hey, can I just get the last little bit off? Let me say the rest of it, and I promise you I ain't gonna do it no more. And she let me slide. She was like, alright, I'm gonna let you slide. Cool. Sophomore year, I held back. I moved to varsity football, so I didn't really try to have too much on my plate. Junior year, best same thing happened. My coach came to me. He was like, "Hey," because I had his class during my lunch period, so everybody knew I sold candy. Basically, everybody used to come to me in the lunchroom. So we used to go to the lunchroom. Literally, like everybody from like every class used to crowd around our table. My coach would sit. Like I said, it don't take a rocket science to catch on what I was doing. I had like 2 backpacks. I always kept my backpack on me. So yeah, but get to my senior year. This is the crazy. This is what the story time's for. So I started selling candy in my senior year. Now, if you don't know, senior year, that's when I stopped playing football. Senior year, I quit playing football. This is around, I think, my 2nd semester. So basically, what happened was we had this classroom. This class, it was, I forgot what the class was called, but it was literally like only like 10 of us in the classroom. It wasn't a slow class or anything like that. I know what some of y'all thinking. No, it wasn't no slow class. I just forgot. It was just some like extra curriculum class that you had to take or something like that. And literally like usually everybody take their freshman year because it's so easy or some shit like that. But I ended up taking my senior year just because I have no idea. Like I said, they couldn't. After I stopped playing football, I messed up my schedule a lot in terms of what I was supposed to be doing for all my 4 years. So when I just made that quick change, it kind of messed up my class. So what I was supposed to take and what I was supposed to do. So yeah, that just threw me in this class. Now in this class, it was a bunch of sophomores, juniors. I think it was probably like one other senior, but yeah, it was literally like 10 of us. So basically what happened, like I said, you got these little kids in here, they joking, laughing, whatever. Now, just so happened one day we go to lunch. One day as we going to lunch, one of the 2 kids, the 2 dudes, they were 2 black dudes, like they were probably like I think one was a sophomore, one was a junior. So there's another class across the hallway. They had their door cracked open just a little bit. Now, these 2 dudes, they was playing, joking, like hood dudes, whatever. They just hoodlums, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that was like play fighting as they walked out of the classroom, and it was like, oh shit, he got a gun. And I'm like, what the and you know, I ran to the door, me and my homegirl, we ran to the door, and we was like, what is y'all doing? And mind you, I'm still in the classroom. These two dudes in the hallway, and now they're on the floor because they just been wrestling with each other. So then the teacher from the other classroom that was next door, she walks out. She looks at them. Then she looks at me, and she looks at them. And I'm just shaking my head. I don't know what they doing. And then they just, they look at her and they was like, oh, we just playing. Our bad, that's our fault. We ain't mean to disturb y'all or whatever. So I ain't think nothing about it. We go to the lunchroom. I'm still at my work. I'm getting my stuff off, chilling. Like I said, I didn't eat the cafeteria food, so I was just chilling, just sitting there, drinking like a water or something. So then, probably about 10 minutes later, I see the assistant principal. He come in. He start pulling the two dudes that was just playing in my room. I'm like, what they got in trouble for? And like I said, they was not pretty bad, but like they always stayed in some type of mess or drama. So I had no idea that it was just because of the situation just there. Because we saw the teacher go back in the classroom when we went to lunch. That was it. So I'm like, maybe they did something earlier the day before, and he just not pulling them forward. So I was like, oh, okay. That's what everybody was saying at the lunch table. So then, probably about 2-3 minutes later, he come get me. And I'm like, what you get me? I'm like, for me? I'm like, I'm about to check out. I'm thinking my mama don't check me out or some shit. So I'm like, why the hell would I be getting checked out or something? Like, what? I know I ain't do nothing. I'm like, maybe a teacher, I'm literally just going through, like, did I do something earlier? Did I do something yesterday? Like, what the hell I'm getting pulled for? I'm still didn't even think about the situation that just happened like 20 minutes ago when we was heading to lunch. I just know I think they went for something else. So I'm thinking maybe he pulled me for something else too, like from another teacher or another classroom that happened either earlier that day or prior to yesterday. So he pulls me, and as I'm walking towards, like he says, come with me. He put his little finger, come with me. So as I'm walking up behind him, he's like, go on and grab your backpack. I'm like, grab my backpack. I'm like, nigga, I'm coming back. What the hell I need to grab my backpack for? He was like, grab your bag. So I grabbed my bag, whatever. So mind you, this is, after this, we go to our fourth back class, like, we at the last lunch period or whatever. So I got both of my backpacks, and I'm walking to the assistant principal office. So he was like, yeah, so basically this teacher told us that she heard that somebody had a gun. And I'm like, first of all, whatever she told you, I don't know why I'm getting pulled, because I was in the classroom when the situation happened. The two dudes that was just play wrestling like in the hallway, like y'all can pull the camera footage and y'all can see it was just them two in the hallway, and you can see that I just walked to the doorway as soon as she walked to the doorway. And he was like, well, she said somebody had a gun, and they said that she saw you. I'm like, how'd she see me? I was like, she saw me in the doorway. She didn't see me in the hallway. I was like, and she's like, well, that's what she told me. I'm like, well, I'm telling you to go check the cameras. You can check the cameras to prove this. We ain't got to do the he say, she say. You can just go check the camera right now. It literally happened 20 minutes ago. It won't take you that long. He's like, well, he straight bullshit me. He didn't give a fuck what I was saying. He could care if that was the truth or not. He was just like, well, I just know she said this. He just kept on saying, she said. I'm like, nigga, is you even I'm telling you to go check cameras, and you keep on saying what she said. So then we both just kept on going to argument. He was like, let me see your backpack. So I gave him my backpack. Had books, notebooks, whatever. He was like, all right, let me see the other one. Now, mind you, I was known for selling candy in there. Like, I had like 10 Powerwares in there. I had like 20 Kit Kats, 20 Snickers, 20 Reese's, Starburst, Skittles. So he sees all this goddamn candy, and I'm already know. I'm like, he found the source. He found the source, because mind you, I don't know. I'm trying to think it was an announcement or something, but I know teachers had kept saying that, hey, students keep leaving candy wrappers, Powerade bars, Skittles papers, Snickers, Kit Kats, Twix, Hershey papers, like all these candy wrappers in their classroom the past few days and few weeks. So I don't know if it was an announcement about it, but I know a teacher had told like multiple classes that I had, and I would hear teachers talking about in the hallway, like they keep leaving all these candy wrappers and everything, because especially if you like people like I would get to my classes early, So everybody knew that. So like everybody knew what block I had, what class I had. So they would come to my class early, get a couple pieces of candy, maybe a Power or something, and they go to their class like, cause we probably had the same hallway, or it was like right next door or some shit. So he saw this shit. I instantly like he gave me, like he knew it was me, but he wanted to see how good am I, like what good luck could I came up with. So he was like, "What is all of this?" So right at the bat, I'm like, "Well, you know I don't eat lunch, so this is what I be snacking on. I had snacks on something on throughout the day because I don't eat lunch, I don't eat breakfast, this and that." I said, I just made up a bunch of like, yeah, that's my stuff, that's what I snack on, whatever. He like, you eat all of this, you eat all these candy. He like, you sure you're not selling it? And I was like, nah, that's for me. That's for me. And you know, like I said, we literally would just stand at each other like. So we had that little stare off and everything. So he was basically like, yeah, he said, I'm gonna let you slide. He said, but after today, I don't want you selling any more of the candy and this and that. He like, cause he didn't find the gun, but he found the source. Cause teachers had to come to complain to him about the shit. I know they don't come to complain about him because they've been complaining to each other about this shit. So he didn't get the gun, but he found the source. Now, low key at the time, I ain't gonna lie, I'm still kind of salty about that shit because if y'all wasn't acting stupid, not stupid, but y'all just wasn't clowning around, I could have made like. I could have been eating good my senior year, man. Like, I mean, I was making probably like profit wise, I was probably making $70-$80 a week on profit. You know, now I told her I was probably making like probably like 150, 160, some shit like that. It's something like that, but profit wise, I was making like good $70-$80 a week. So luckily, I think I ended up selling like the rest of that shit at the end of the day though. Like after that shit, look, he gave me back my stuff though. He gave me back my shit. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, I would tell y'all, but I'm gonna do that for another story time about some shit that he did confiscate and he said he was gonna give it back, but he never gave it back. And you won't believe what that shit was, but that's a whole other story time. But yeah, that's basically how I got caught selling candy. Basically, I got caught because one, niggas was being niggas and they was playing around talking about some guy. It was a gun, so. Yeah. Second of all, I had a racist ass teacher talking about she seen me in the hallway with them because when she heard they got a gun. So all three, mind you, it's 10 people in the classroom. It's 10 people in the classroom. So why the fuck didn't everybody get pulled? You just saw the first 3 black dudes and you saw somebody got a gun. Even one of them was in the classroom. So instead of just pulling the 2 niggas that was out in the hallway that was on the ground, literally sitting on the ground. You pulled the 3. You pulled me because I used to always wear a hoodie and a backpack and shit and dress how the fuck I wanted to dress because I was a senior and I didn't give a fuck no more. And you pulled my ass. So one, like I said, niggas were being niggas. Racist that teacher. Racist. Well, he ain't really racist. He just gonna take the teacher's side anyway. He, like, I don't think he wanted to get her caught wrong because he knew if he would check the camera, he would have clearly seen I was in the hallway. But yeah, man, that's how I got caught selling candy because. They thought I had a gun, basically. They thought nigga was toting iron in school like a dumbass. Now, with that being said, there's been multiple, and I mean multiple cases of students getting caught with either a gun on them, a gun in the parking lot, a gun in their car, shit like that at our school. So, I can see a while, but I'm just not that stupid. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed that story time. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all hit the notification bell. And make sure y'all go check out the last story time, and I'll leave that link in the description. And I'll see y'all again.